On with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Now Willis. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10. First and 10, it's Pierce. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the ball on the 30, here's second and 4. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dak Prescott. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So first and 10 now from the 30. Henry up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Inside handoff, Henry. pushing his way inside the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line. Let's go.
Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. From the 43, here's a second down and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Now they'll look to Willis to throw. And that is incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a first and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 42-yard line.
Prescott to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he is going to have a Texans first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Prescott to throw this time. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now Dak, he's going to mix it up. A first down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete here.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 7. Pierce takes it straight ahead. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. This now a 3rd and 4. And now they'll audit it to something else. To throw is Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 29-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So here's a 3rd and 14.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready?
Now Willis to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. That punt return 66 yards, and it goes the distance. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Titans, nothing.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can
it.
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think
did.
you did. But let's face it. You mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that they've got to find a way to get on their toes and start.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 25-yard
To throw, here's Willis. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Willis. And that's complete to Westbrook-Akine. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to my...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Titans take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Ready.
Now Willis to throw. That one's taken in by Spears. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Now Willis. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection. One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill. Here we go. 47.
Final play of the half. Prescott. His throw incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Texans, nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Prescott looks to throw on first. Going deep here for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Going for it with Pierce. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 14-yard line.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat!
Willis looking to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
70 Ranger! 70 Ranger! Trap 60! Trap 60! Ready, ready?
Henry running right. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brings up 2nd and
Here's Willis.
at the 35-yard line.
Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39.
Here we go! Here we go!
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Ready?
They'll try the right side with Henry. Escapes the defender. Still on his feet. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
They gashed him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes you're going to get a big...
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point attempt here still to come. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure.
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
62 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Touchdown! Quez Watkins. He scored on a punt return, and now he's scored through the air. And the Texans are able to widen their advantage. But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
Texans 26, Titans 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Back to throw, Willis. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Willis out of the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw, Willis. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to get in, so they're back within 11. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Give to Pierce. He's got it to the 43 here. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Houston.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use...
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
First down, Texans.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Quez Watkins, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, here's Willis. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Buffalo 18.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Willis. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Christian Harris. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do
late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just...
Touchdown, Texans! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Texans use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable fourth quarter lead. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 3rd and 4. Another carry for Pierce. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them.